Dobra. Dobra. Witam szanownych państwa, idziemy do Amaurycego. Pójście do Amaurycego zawsze zapowiada ciekawą przygodę. Chyba. Mi się wydaje, że do Amaurycego idzie. Mieliśmy iść do baru londyńskiego, no to nie ma innych ciekawych rzeczy poza Amaurycy. O, pętliczek, a ktoś na kolanach. Ja wam mówię, że tu będzie strzelanina. Cześć Amaurycy.
A few days, Mr. Digits. A few days. You see this guy?
Mr. Nedges, I'll pay it back, I swear. They're running tomorrow at Mokotów racetrack. I'll win. Deal?
We had one as long as you paid your dues.
I'm begging you.
Quit your bawling. You'll get tear stains on my rug. It's Persian. You look tired. Want a coffee?
Whenever I see you, you torturing somebody. Is there something you want to talk about?
Don't you psychoanalyze me. Just tell me if you want coffee.
Always glad for a coffee. Can I interrupt you for a second? I'm in a rush.
I'm just sorting something out with this cow face here who doesn't pay on time. Where should we start? Teeth or knees?
Please, don't let him. I only owe 12 rubles.
You'll make it up to me. Every kopiejka.
Yes, I'll repay it all. Thank you. Mr.
Every
Nedges.
kopiej.
We're not saying goodbye yet. The boys will take you to stage 2 of our little chat. Get him out of here. So, how'd you take it? Black or cream and sugar?
Black, strong, no sugar.
Tell me what brings you here.
There's a certain woman who would like to disappear from Warsaw. Conventional transportation isn't an option.
What exactly do you mean by disappear?
Dobrze, panie Jareczku, podlinkuj pan ten artykuł. Na pewno znam pewną kobietę, która się chętnie z nim zapozna. Jeżeli to podważy tezy Instytutu w Los Angeles. Powiedz, że nie chodzi o
I
morderstwo.
don't want to kill her.
It's Warsaw, Victor. We have a lot of options. We can ship her out of the country, send her to a brothel, kill her, and use the corpse to fertilize geraniums. So be careful what you wish for.
Ty kurwa.
I'm looking for safe and discreet transportation to Vienna. On the double quick.
Sadly, the shivs can't help. That's not our line. Passport policy is a nightmare, and smuggling will get you the news. Not worth it. But I know a
Swoją
man,
drogą.
Javier something or other. Although finding him might be tricky.
Swoją drogą. Czy jest bardziej polski kwiat naszych matek niż pelargonia? Kto nie miał matki albo babki z doniczkami pelargonii latem? Nie chodził podlewać, bo mu kazała. Chlorowitem. Z takiej butelki po wodzie żywiec zdrój, takiej już widać, że zalanej tym chlorowitem nie wiem ile razy. Już brunatnej.
What kind of name is that? Argentinian? Spanish?
Who the hell knows? Maybe he had a sailor for a dad.
You know anything more about this Javier fellow?
He's a legend. He smuggled socialists, contraband. Recently, he hid 7 kilos of TNT inside biographies on Skowon.
Why is he so hard to find?
Because he's the best at what he does.
You know where I can find him?
Thank the gods of chaos that you've got a great buddy like me. There are rumors going around that Javier's staying on one of the boats on the river. It's called the Malenka. I'd start there.
Thanks.
Misze.
I'll head off.
Chyba zawołać Misze.
Not so fast. Have you been to Powiśle since you got back from your travels?
Tak.
Yes, as it happens. A rather unique neighborhood. Fishermen, porters, and craftsmen, all trying to make ends meet.
Is that all you've noticed?
More or less.
Stuff goes on there that make your blood curdle. The locals can't stand outsiders and protect their own. Don't go around grilling random people.
Thanks. I can handle it from here.
Your coffee.
No właśnie, czyli teoretycznie dopiero teraz powinniśmy się kierować na Powiśle. Więc nic dziwnego, że jak poszedłem na Powiśle, to wyzywali mnie od pedofilii i potem zostałem pobity brutalnie. Wielokrotnie. Przez tego małego knypa. No wiadomo, a panie Jareczku, że jak jest Warszawa, to musi być Powiśle i Wokulski. No dobra, idziemy znaleźć Javiera. Dzień dobry. No Boże, na pewno musisz od tej strony wchodzić. Jedziemy. O, no tak. Co tu się dzieje znowu? Ej, dlaczego zamknęliście mi sierżant Karaś?
Excuse me, officer.
What do you mean not allowed? Sergeant Kadash, folks gotta work there, feed their families.
Daily reminder, że Karasie jedzą gówno.
More like farting around.
Kto ma wiedzieć, ten wie, pozdro dla
Are
kumatych.
paying for you to chow down on herring. Let me through to the wharf.
And what are you here for?
Sergeant Karash, I'm here on official business.
Of course. Boys, let this gent through. Well, ain't they all chummy? What about us?
I cyk! Właśnie się poddaje za policję policyjną. Policję polityczną policyjną, Boże. Maleńka. To jest dobre pytanie. To chyba w pomieszczeniach się nosi poszło. Zakrwawione bandaże. Bandaże owinięte zostały wokół zdrowych, silnych, nieporanionych dłoni, dopiero potem nasiąknęły krwią. Krwią przeciwnika, który dostał srogo w gębę, tracąc w tym kilka zębów. Pościel nosi na sobie ślady miłosnych uniesień. Aha, już ja wiem, jakie to ślady. Tabakiera z liśćmi koki. To niezbędna pomoc, bez której ktoś nie potrafi się obyć. Instynkt kieruje dłoń do tabakierki, wspomagającą przed zaplanowanym wysiłkiem fizycznym. To przed walką, gdy potrzeba energicznego pobudzenia, to w sypialni, gdy potrzeba równie energicznej aktywizacji. Ręcznie wykonany wysłużony worek boksers. Krople potu spływają po głowie, którą jątrzy myśl. Uderzenia zadawane w ich tak. Precyzja, zapał, gotowość do improwizacji. Zadane rękawicami ciosy pozostawiły na worku wyraźny ślad. Miał on siłę robiącej rzeki. Nieprzewidywalność powodzi i radość pierwszych kropli wiosennego deszczu. O, tu jeszcze są jakieś szmaty na podłodze. Walające się wokół ubrania sugerują, że ktoś tu mieszka. O, dzięki. Javier stworzył sobie na barce prawdziwie kawalerską jamę. Tutaj mieszka, trenuje w pocie czoła, cieszy się zwycięstwami w towarzystwie kobiet, czy też szuka u nich pocieszenia po przegranej walce. Wygląda na to, że jego życie kręci się wokół bijatyk. Powinienem rozejrzeć się w okolicy i poszukać klubu sportowego albo ringu. Dobra. O, super.
Enough of this Narishkit. Say who you are and what you're doing on my turf.
It's a little crude to shove your way into someone's head without asking. You don't have the guts to look me in the eye.
Inny Thaumaturge. O Boniu.
It's better that way. We can talk as equals.
What are you making such a gavolt for? What do you want?
Your salutor. I don't know him.
He's a debok. He looks around for lost souls who don't know better and go where they shouldn't.
Terrifying. I didn't know I was on someone's turf.
People here have got enough problems of their own without some goyish outsider coming and...
A, kolega z widem!
Get to the point.
No i co? No i co? I nie ma babci. Nie ma babci. Piękni ktoś babci, że są żydowskie demony i żydowskie czarodzieje.
I'm looking for Javier.
What for?
Let's say I need his services urgently.
Is that all? I took you for someone else. I can introduce you to Javier. You interested?
I know Javier likes to fight. So, should we head to the boxing ring?
Something like that. I see you've sniffed out what you can. Shall we?
That's all? No extra conditions or requests?
Tongue of a devil, heart of an angel. That's me.
Who did you take me for earlier?
Nothing of interest to you. Internal neighborhood affairs.
Lead the way. You sure changed your tune quickly.
Welcome to Povishla. Fighting first, hugging later. Ariel Rafe. Stick with me and they won't touch a hair on your head. Just don't come on Saturdays. Welcome to the dungeon, a mecca of gambling and violence. You see the box above the ring? I'll wait there. Make yourself comfortable. Put a bet on the fight. And come find me.
Przegrany zakład. Barszczyk kontra zupa. Barszczyk wygra. Stawka 10 rubli. Przykra sprawa. Spis walk Barszczyka. Kaprawy Wacław. Pokonany w sekunda ronda. O! Denis Wolgin. Poddany w tercera ronda. Zupa. Empate. Joaquin Hernandez. Wygrał w tercera ronda. Gordon Hermanias. Ładnie się tu chłopaki bawią. Jest jakiś szpargał jeszcze? Ulka, zobacz jedyne takie widowisko w Warszawie. Strzelcy Indianie prosto z dzikiego zachodu. Legendarny wódz Indian siedzący byk. Słodka Ani Oakley oraz mocarne siostry Gorni. Przyjdź i skosztuj Hamerit.
Place your bets, ladies and gents. Don't miss the chance to earn some dough. How about a
Barszczyk kontra zupa brzmi jak sposoby, żeby omijać ciszę wyborczą na Facebooku. No trochę w tym jest. Prawdy, panie Eriksie. Zakładzik.
Who's fighting?
You're awful twitchy. You want a spree or angling to rat us out? Who let you in here?
I came with Ariel Rofe.
If you're with Ariel, it's all hunky-dory. You're in our dungeon here, gent. No rules, no restraints. That's how we play around here. But you was asking who's fighting. Our pride and joy. A real canny lad from right here in Povishla. Barszczyk.
Barszczyk.
And in the other corner?
Everybody who wants to take him on. All of them against one. Sort of a local tradition. So, you betting there, ain't you?
I'd like to bet on the fight.
On Barszczyk or on everybody else?
I'll put a ruble on Barszczyk.
Corking choice.
You take IOUs?
Sure, why not? Get writing.
Szlugi masz? No nie mam. A chcesz się chyba zmaterializować? Nie. Widzę, że to wygląda. Tu się zmaterializowało. Rękawice bokserskie. Wokół nadgarstków wyszyto imię Barszczyk. Świat znajomy, amator hockey.
You're fretching, Ariel. His hips are fine.
O, jest Javier.
Shouldn't you be at home right now with your husband?
And you, what are you doing here?
Javier to jest Barszczyk?
Barsztyk. Meet Victor Szulski. He has business with Javier, and he'll do anything to meet him.
Anything?
Anything. Victor is a Thaumaturge. It might make for a fantastic main attraction. What do you think?
Sorry, what?
What? A magician in the ring? Yeah.
This was not the agreement.
After the fight. Everything after the fight. For now, I'm here with my bosom buddy, Barsztyk.
I like when you call me that.
First, a little tumor. Then, business.
All right.
Yeah, I like him. Señoras y señores, a slight change of plans. I won't be fighting. I know. Barszczyk is the best. But listen. Marcel and his brothers-in-law versus a son of Shurmirsha, a swell, a magician, Victor Szulski. Don't embarrass me.
Bonjour. No nie wiem, na razie patrzymy, co tu ciekawego możemy z nimi zrobić. Mają mało tego. Więc jakbyśmy wzięli Lelusia. Leluś, gdzie jesteś? Okay. No tu możemy tego pacyfikować. Tego możemy pacyfikować, tego też. No. W ogóle bardzo mi się podoba, jak oni mówią Barszczyk. To. No ile tego, nie za dużo tych ataków? Nie! O Boże, źle zrobiłem. Ale zawaliłem sprawę teraz. Na własne życzenie. Mogę. Źle zaznaczyłem przeciwnik. Mogę i źle zaznaczyłem przeciwnik.
Good, Victor. The crowd loves you.
They love to hate you. That's all right, too.
Give them time. Does Victor deserve the neighborhood's respect? Maybe the chicos from Fifth Alley will make mincemeat out of him. You can do it, Victor.
Let's get on with it. Who's next?
Choroba. Może to nie był dobry ruch. Krzepno zrobił. Tu był bardzo ładny cios nokautujący, taki bokserski. Prosto w mordę. Światło zgasło. Jeszcze stoisz?
Straight from America. They box like a whirlwind and kiss like a dream. The Gordon sisters.
Fucker.
Try not to get them even more damn riled up. I'm only here for professional purposes.
A professional ass kicking.
So be it. Let's fight.
Kobieta mnie bije. Nice. Udało się.
Shit. How much more?
Come on, smile.
Dostałem achievement win all fights in
That's enough for
Powiśle.
him. Come on. You deserve it. Did you see him? Not such
No,
a
tak
weak
myślałem,
chico
że
after
marszczyk to
all.
Javier.
How do you feel?
Mainly, I feel cheated, Senor Javier.
Come on.
Javier Sanchez Villaconejito Ramirez. Good to meet a friend of Ariel's. Tell me, gringo, how can Javier help you today?
What was that whole farce for?
What for? What for? Because Barstik's got a sore hip. That's what for.
Mentiras y calumnias.
Get to the point.
I need a smuggler.
I know, Mago. Say what you need me to smuggle.
Who? One lady needs to discreetly leave the Russian partition and get to Vienna.
For how much?
How much do you need for this?
The costs of transportation, bribes, paperwork.
She can afford it. Let's just say she's quite far up in high society.
A rich chica wants to go to Vienna? Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sure somebody is looking for this Klafter. Otherwise, she'd get on a train.
If they catch us, it's la muerte para nuestros amigos.
However, fortune favors chutzpah after all.
Al diablo. The river giveth, the river taketh away. Vámonos.
So, what now?
Now go get the lady, and we'll meet at Port Praga at night. But tell that Klafter of yours that it ain't gonna be a tea party.
Adios.
Muzyczka. Świat byłby lepszym miejscem, gdybyśmy wszyscy praktykowali powściągliwość. Javier nie wpakowałby się w romans z siostrami Gordon. Siostry nie chciałyby go zatłuc na śmierć, a ja nie stałbym na ringu w roli jego zastępcy. A tak co? Woli. Bardzo, bardzo ładna w ogóle. One wszystkie są ładne, ale ta była tak strasznie fajnie narysowana, wyważona w ogóle koncepcyjnie. Tu jeszcze coś błyska w okolicy. O tu. Ślad na rękawicach bokserskich to ten sam ślad, który znalazłem na worku treningowym na barce. Wow. Barszczyk cierpi na poważną kontuzję biodra, ale to nie tylko jedna z skrywanych przez niego tajemnic. Ślad na jego rękawicach jest identyczny z tym, który znam na barce. Javier to Barszczyk, Barszczyk to Javier. Rochę robi mnie w balona. Good job, Wiktorze. Jak zwykle w porę się kapnąłeś. Aj, ty kolego. A co z moim tym? Mój rubelek. Powinienem dostać rubelka za wygrany zakład. Lombard. Pożyczki pod zastaw wszystkiego. To jest ten Lombard, gdzie myśmy skasowali tego dżentelmena? Tak, już byliśmy, pytaliśmy. Pod borem, pod lasem, pod tą lilią. Była dziewczyna, udzieliła.
Hold it, Tempermancer.
Co to jest?
For I am White Roman.
Co?
Pardon?
You are Victor Szulski, son of Śródmieścia.
No.
Your family is famous for its powerful Tempermancers.
W imieniu całego mojego ludu, kto to jest Biały Roman? Powiedz, żeby dał ci spokój.
I am the most powerful of the entire family.
This will make you a worthy opponent. This city is too small for two masters of temperamency. I am a master of temperamency, White Roman, and I challenge you to a duel. Everything is at stake. The winner will be declared king of the temperamancers.
I don't want to.
It is impossible to escape destiny. My power is still growing, and eventually you will have to face me. Farewell, Victor Schulz.
The things people come up with.
Łaski. Zabieramy świetłanę.
Let me rest. Let's wait until... So, let's kill some time.
pewno się ucieszą, że przyszedłem w nocy.
Do you call this a proper time for a visit? What's going on?
Please let me in. It's urgent.
Sir and Madam are already in bed. Come back in the morning like someone respectable.
Fear not, I'm here for Rasputin.
I can sense he's in the drawing room.
Już koleżanka miała prawe oczko i uciekło. Ten tu się modli nad wszystkimi.
Am I bothering you?
Not at all. I've just got a few people together who I can assist with their spiritual purification. Have you come to get our friend?
Who's crying like that?
A sinner, Victor. Bemoaning his poor choices and the temptations he succumbed to. I didn't invite you this time. I know you're in a hurry.
Yes, I'll get her out of here.
Watch out for yourself, too.
Thank you. I hope that you've had a hospitable stay.
You have unsettling friends, truly. The Nadarzyńskis are reserved and boring, unlike that Grigory.
What do you think of him?
I don't. I'd like to leave this place now, if possible.
We'd better get a move on.
Finally, don't forget my luggage.
How many dresses and pairs of stockings do you need?
As many as I'd like. I have some very profitable secrets in that chest.
Blackmail?
Insurance. Correspondence with various people who aren't entirely aware that I didn't burn their letters.
Do I understand that this time around I'll be lugging the chest myself?
Hurry up.
Don't look around. This ain't a museum. Head down. That building in front of you. The entrance is around the corner.
You pick some very interesting people to work with.
What's that?
From now on, that's your problem. Entrance around the corner, right?
Ogłoszenie. Studenci uniwersytetu znajdą zajęcie. Wiadomość. Redakcja kuriera. Płytka. Nazwisko. Zubow Antonina. 1863 Warszawa. Imię ojca Iwan, matki Maria, zawód szwajcarski. Zaświadczam, że wymieniony w niniejszym dowodzie pani Antonina Zubow jest obywatelką Imperium Rosyjskiego. Stern Ekaterina. Do wszystkich jednostek. Wczoraj w godzinach nocnych w rejonie portu praskiego doszło do napadu na barkę transportującą skrzynię z amunicją. Jest to wszystkich dostępnych funkcjonariuszy w teren. Banda składa się najprawdopodobniej z 5 osób.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Did you want a pumpkin carriage and some glass slippers, senora? Smuggling ain't as romantico as that.
Javier, yes? I've outgrown fairy tales. I'm here to make a deal.
I left that fucking chest by the door. I could barely lug it. Big as a whale's has. We gonna do something or just stand here and stare?
The police at the entrance have me a little concerned. Did something happen we should worry about?
Esos pinches pendejos can't keep their hands to themselves.
Someone fucking filched a weapons transport and now the police are shitting themselves. They're looking high and low, even under hookers' skirts.
Somos profesionales.
We'll keep out of sight, and it'll be gone skeet.
So what's the plan? What are we doing?
You'll get papers, Austrian ones. Almost authentic, but don't go flashing them left and right.
Then it's off to the pier and onto a boat out of the city. Then a steamship upriver.
In Krakow, a transfer to a Vienna-bound train. He'll be there in a few days.
Sí, bueno. As soon as we agree on the money.
Your turn. Tell the gentleman about the compensation.
You'll get my whole fortune. The appropriate paperwork will be yours as soon as I leave Warsaw.
Toda? All of it? Meaning how much?
Enough, so you won't have to lift a finger for the rest of your life.
What about the travel chest? Do we have to bring that?
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly what I'm paying you for.
So, all right. Vamos?
If this is going to work, then we need to get going.
Ariel, you go to the puerto and call the little captain. La señora will get changed, and we'll follow after you. Victor will come too. He'll see if anyone's following us.
Что? I'll do what?
What you paid for. Vaya con Dios, my friend.
A gute Nacht, shy fella.
Karteczka. Muszę przeczytać. Robotnik. Organ Polskiej Partii Socjalistycznej. W ważnej sprawie. Wszyscy jesteśmy pewni, że przeżywamy chwilę rewolucyjną. Że bliska już godzina stanowczej walki z tematem. Jesteśmy tak przekonani o niezłomnej sile ruchu naszego, że ani na chwilę nie wątpimy w zwycięstwo nad wrogiem i nie myślimy o niebezpieczeństwie walki rewolucyjnej. No tak, to Józef Piłsudski pociągnik wtedy wysadzał, więc... Co? Jesteś? Jestem, działam. Oj.
Damn wife fucker. You've ruined my life.
Your chica did what she wanted. Victor, tell him I'm right.
Two of you? I'll fuck you both up.
I'm going to get killed because someone disrespected the sanctity of marriage. Shit.
Kolej. Po kolei, żeby nikt dwa razy w pierdol nie dostał. Więcej was matka z tymi nożami nie miała? Już to rozegraliśmy bardzo źle. Dobra, jeszcze raz. Ole, siostro. A więc jakbyś coś robił w tej walce, to byłoby fajnie. Dobra. Oła.
Have you ever considered celibacy? Your business would go better.
But what kind of life would that be, Senora?
Masz co robić, to skończ do Wisły. Ja myślałem, że na pytanie nie masz co robić, odpowiedź będzie, to się rozbierz i rzeczy pilnuj. Boże, Swietłana i Javier stali się jednością. Cóż to za obrzydliwa mutacja. Dzień dobry.
But the boat can't hold that.
There's no choice.
If God wills it, a broom can shoot. Load it up.
Vámonos. There's no time.
I need another word with Victor.
Senora,
I wanted to thank you. I don't know anyone who'd risk his life for a stranger. If there's any way I can repay you, just say the word.
I don't want anything. I hope you make it safely to Vienna.
I'm grateful, but I don't like being in debt. And I also believe you have the right to know.
What are you guys lagging around for? Hurry up!
Your father moved in the circles of people who shared his views, who would like to see Poland back on the map. Do you understand what I mean? He was a patriot.
I didn't expect he could have gotten involved with such a lofty idea.
He secretly dreamed of creating a force that would give true hope to the Polish people, one that might tilt the scales in favor of the independence fighters.
loca, quickly.
He believed he didn't need a great army, just a handful of daredevils with extraordinary abilities.
You getting in the boat or not?
I need to go. Your father was a wonderful man, Victor. And you remind me of him a great deal. Thank you for everything.
Wait! Who are these people? How can I find them?
I don't know. They hide in the shadows. Good luck. I trust that you'll find your grimoire, Victor Szulski. Adieu.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on those bequeathal papers. If there's a problem with payment, we'll reach out to you.
Why are you so distrustful?
When a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Amigos.
O kurwa.
Javier!
Victor!
You think they're dead?
They had no chance. Clad in clay and the fury of the sons of Israel will arise to crush their enemies. Get out of here. Golems follow blood. The farther away you are, the better.
I don't believe it. Salutors can't physically manifest.
Tell it to Javier. Look at this guy teaching Kabbalah to a Jew. That was a golem, you schmuck. And it will pursue them until their blood is lost in the abysses of Sheol. You understand?
What am I supposed to do to get rid of him?
The golem is gonna look for you until he kills you, and all of those of your blood. That is, unless you can figure out why he was sent after you. You must have really gotten under somebody's skin.
I haven't done anything to anyone.
That means someone of your blood did it. Do you hear me? Ask your blood. Get lost. Not exactly my favorite person right now.
No raczej ojciec. To najbardziej prawdopodobna postać. No dobrze,
I
to
guess
są...
there's nothing for me here.
Do Ameryki wyjechać. Tam to jest cywilizacja. Cholera wie jaki diabeł PPS. Stodoła i komora w tym imperialnym ostatnio. No tak, stodoła i komora. Dobry.
I have to get out of the port. Something's happened on the pier.
You think we didn't hear you? Now shut your trap, or you'll get the police on our asses.
Yeah, we paid them not to see us, but not enough to ignore these kinds of shenanigans.
And what else are you gonna tell them, moron? Your home address? Shut it and pack up.
Komendnicy zapłacili policjantom, żeby ci nie patrolowali molotków dokładnie. A łódkę nie wieziemy. Stojący pod latarnią policjanci przystępują z nogi na nogę. To prawda, wzięli łapówki za przymknięcie oka na przewodniku. Ale nikt nie mówił, że będzie taki hałas. Jeszcze chwilę będą musieli coś z tym zrobić.
Was that a sound of a fuck up?
Ale tam dupło.
Shouldn't we check it out?
Like hell we should. They don't pay me enough for that. You! Stop! Papers, please.
Dobra, zaryzykujmy.
I thought I wouldn't have to resort to this, but since you insist.
Of course, sir. We are sorry. Go right ahead.
Kiedyś się przejedziemy na tej legitymacji. Czuję to w kościach. Odpowiada mi to Kałdun. Boniu, co ty? Też znam. Może nie? Nie, bez sensu zrobiłem. Bo głupie co zrobiłem teraz. Niepotrzebnie to zrobiłem, ale dobra. Dobra, jeden z bań. Fuck, damage. Hopie. Ty nie masz litości, powiem ci. Wiem. O, ale siadło. Aha.
Don't even think of reaching for your magic book. Vanya's pistol has a very sensitive trigger.
The second he moves, I'll blow his brains out, Chief.
Chief, let's do our best not to have Vanya shoot you in the head. All right? All you have to do is tell us where Svetlana Petrovna is.
I'm running to a phone. There's been an accident. I think the pier collapsed.
Was Svetlana Rumyantseva there?
I'm afraid Svetlana is dead.
Are you sure?
She went down with a boat and didn't resurface.
Lie.
Victor, I'll be honest with you. That woman was a Gordian knot. I know that she spent years compiling all sorts of compromising material against the Tsar's government. She was a traitor. We were observing her but she managed to get everything out of her apartment. I need to know if her knowledge could threaten the security of the nation.
If you want something from me, you just need to ask.
I have a better idea. You tell me what you know, and I know where your papa's little black book is.
Kurwa.
Quid pro quo?
I want to know who stole my father's grimoire.
This time, you go first.
As far as I know, all Svetlana's secrets went with her to the bottom of the Vistula.
Should we take him to the Citadel, Chief?
No, Vanya. We'll finish this here.
Naprawdę, panie Konieczki? Uuu!
Why did you help Svetlana?
You first. Why did you kill him?
I never liked him. And he shouldn't know so much. Why did you help Svetlana?
The emotions linking her to my father seemed sincere to me. I trusted her.
What if you were wrong? Maybe your father got together with her because I told him to. Would you believe me if I told you that your father didn't trust her?
No, I wouldn't. Quid pro quo, Chief. Where's my father's grimoire?
Look for it in Stanislav's circle of old friends. People who could take advantage of a missing grimoire.
Thaumaturges. Do you know who they are? Where I can find them?
No. But, once you do, don't neglect to inform me. And watch out. They're very dangerous people.
Ciekawe, czy to oni dali mu bliznę. Nie chciał się pochwalić, skąd ma.
I need to get out of here.
Doskonale, czyli mamy golema, który chce nas zamordować i Iwana Konieczkina, który okazuje się, że pracuje dla policji tarskiej i morduje wszystkich jak popadnie. This is fun. Teraz zapewne jeszcze coś ciekawego będzie miała mi do powiedzenia moja siostra. Jadłem?
Ah, you're finally here.
O Boże, naprawdę.
I'm afraid I was boring your charming sister with my chatter.
Ah, nonsense. I'll leave you two alone.
Dzień dobry, Grigori.
You look tired. Is everything all right? Do you need my help?
How do you know my address?
People in Warsaw know who the Szulskis are. You're quiet this evening. Did something happen?
This has been an especially difficult night for me.
Is everything all right with Svetlana?
Why do you ask?
You two left without saying goodbye. Did something happen?
I saw a golem.
A golem? From Jewish legends? Is it a salutor?
Yes, and it turned out to be a very real salutor. A material one. I didn't think that was even possible.
And what does it have to do with Svetlana?
I'm afraid Svetlana is dead.
was afraid of this. Did the golem kill her?
You could say that. The golem sank her boat by collapsing the roof over the pier. Svetlana intended to live off of selling other people's secrets.
Secrets can be deadly. Do you want to know what she shared with me?
I'm intrigued.
The question is, can you bear the burden that she also carried?
I've really got a lot on my shoulders. My father's secrets, his lover's death, the Ochrana, and now a golem. I think I can bear this too, if it lets me get rid of the other problems. Can you say which secret of Svetlana's you mean? She had a whole chest full of them.
That wasn't in the chest, and now it's only in my memory.
Will you tell me what this is about?
Not here, no. Get some rest first. At our next meeting, at the Narizhinskis. It's safe there, for now.
Will you ever let me in on the secret?
For now, I don't want to risk it. I don't even want to talk about it here. That your sister can remain uninvolved. One more question. Might this golem cause you any trouble?
I'm sure I'll find out soon.
I think we need to have a word. How do you know people like this, Rasputin?
How long was he here?
He arrived shortly before you did. Unexpectedly, he scared Grażyna. I received him in the salon so that he wouldn't go wandering through the house.
What were you talking about before I interrupted you?
What difference does it make? About... Strange. I don't remember even.
Sometimes he has that effect on people.
What kind of person is he?
He's that miracle worker I was writing to you about. The one who helped me return to my senses.
Not completely, I think. Given that you brought him with you.
He just came to see me. I owe him a lot.
It looks like he knows you better than I do.
What makes you dislike him so much?
It's how he talks and... his eyes. They unsettle me. And he smells. Haven't you noticed? I can still smell him here. I can only congratulate you on having friends like that. First Niedzic, now a gloomy hermit. And ladies of the night have started hanging around outside the windows. Are they also friends of yours?
Who are those women?
Whores, Victor. Prostitutes. Women of easy virtue, daughters of Corinth. Courtesans, moths, hookers, floozies. I've been seeing 2 girls around here recently. They stand out on the street and peek into our windows.
Maybe Abaurisa is playing a prank. This can wait. Ligia, I'm really dead on my feet, but there's one more thing we need to have a word about.
I wonder what I don't know yet.
How long have you known your chief?
What does that matter?
So you knew he worked for the Ochrana?
Yes. You'd have found in the end anyway, but he asked me not to tell you right away.
And it's never occurred to you that an Ochrana chief might want to use you to get at your Thaumaturge brother?
I thought the world didn't only revolve around you.
Let's see what he demands in return for the invitation to Svetlana's soiree.
Which, may I remind you, you very much insisted upon. I know who he is, and I treat him very cautiously. Plus, we've already established that you don't report to me about your acquaintances. Besides, it was Papa who introduced him to me all those years ago. What's the real reason we're talking about Konieczkin?
I saw him once more, at Port Praga.
What were you doing there?
I was tracing Father's missing grimoire. Someone sent a golem after him, and now that person is trying to find us, too.
Why?
That's what I have to find out. Was there anyone who very openly disliked Father?
More than you?
Touché. Did he know some sort of Thaumaturge who might have been out for revenge, or did he mention a coterie to you at any point? Did he meet up with other Thaumaturges?
As far as close friends, I think you already know that's a dead end. And he never introduced the Thaumaturge to me.
Did you know that someone sent a golem after our family?
A golem? The kind from Jewish legends?
This one was very real. It destroyed half the port while it was trying to kill me.
Port Praga? Are you alright? What were you doing there?
I helped Svetlana. She wanted to flee the country.
And you say I'm the reckless one. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Do you know what forces you're playing with? You know full well who she is.
Who she was.
Sorry, what?
Svetlana is dead. She was just setting off on a lovely voyage when a golem appeared and... Svetlana is dead.
We're finished. They'll put us both in prison. What will become of us?
Maybe your devoted secret police chief will reveal something. Perhaps you should ask him. Yes, I know he's from the Okhrana. He's bragged to me about it himself.
Well, maybe your magic monk is up to something, No, I've had enough. Don't say another word. I desperately need to be alone right now. Where are my cigarettes?
No nie powiem. Zagęściło się. Zagęściła się impreza. Oliwy w kimono.
It looks familiar, and yet different. Is this a dream? I need to get out of here.
Fool.
The devil himself.
Blind fool.
Well, what don't I see? Maybe you could give me an answer this time.
What don't you know?
We've been seeing one another more and more since you died.
Ask me about something you don't know.
Why is the golem pursuing our blood? You've not just put me in danger, but Liga as well. Who did you hurt so much that the golem was aiming to? Hold on. It succeeded, didn't it? That's what killed you. That's what made the building fall on you.
Ma sens.
Why did you let a rat like Konieczkin into our home? Now he's dogging Ligia and me. Were you working for him? Did you start informing on your customers for him?
A fool's theory.
Who inflicted this punishment on you? What for? And how the hell do I lift it?
Everything I've done
Was with your children in mind. I've heard it all before. For our good, I know. Thanks a lot. I definitely didn't ask for a blood curse. Are you finally going to say something?
You've wasted your time. I left you all the answers. You just have to find them.
Where am I supposed to look for them? In the Black Grimoire, which I nearly got from you? In that case, where is it? Who was it? Your friends? Your coterie that you hid even from your lover? Who are they? What were you planning?
You possess everything I had. I have left you everything you need.
Come back here! I'm not finished with you yet!
Bardzo mi się podobała ta riposta, że widujemy się coraz częściej, odkąd umarłeś. Dzień dobry, siostrzyczko.
Look who's up. Sleeping Beauty. Have some coffee. In the morning, Grażynka brews it strong. All the revelations yesterday overwhelmed me a little. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my outburst.
Forgive me for yesterday. Warsaw was getting to me.
Yes, I know the feeling. And I don't want to quarrel with you either. We'd be better off focusing on the obstacles ahead of us. I thought that, given our situation, your suggestion to talk to Konieczkin wasn't so bad after all.
I suspect he'll offer us a deal with the devil.
For now, I'm just thinking out loud. What's next?
I had a dream about Father.
Me too. Right after he died. He was soothing me with my favorite lullaby.
First he insulted me, and then blood poured down his face.
Very funny. Do you see him often in your dreams?
This was only the second time. I hope there will be more. It's been a long time since I was quarantined in the hospital. They're not ordinary dreams. They're very realistic visions. I talk to him, I ask questions, but I can't understand his answers.
Why don't we focus on real life?
Has anything been reported about Port Praga?
I've been keeping an eye out, but nothing yet. But Svetlana's disappearance won't go unnoticed for long. Hyenas like fresh corpses.
I know that you're still sorting through things there, but I really have to
Głośno
visit
myślę.
our store in Mirów.
I'm basically
Skoro
done,
jest morderca,
and I was planning to go there now.
to są zwłoki wyrzucone przez rzekę na Powiślu, to myślimy, że Świetlana wypłynie.
I should look through all of Father's things in the store. Everything he left behind.
All right, let's go.
Not much has changed here.
Just the sign. Or maybe the owner.
That's right. Now it's your kingdom.
I don't think queens dig through columns of numbers, exotic names, addresses, and consignment notes. Or scold customers who don't know the difference between powdered skull and powdered mummy. Have you developed an interest in the family business?
Father clearly didn't want me to have anything to do with the family business, did he?
Mm-hmm. I have to take care of the inventory. Try not to make more of a mess than there already is.
Mamy tu ciekawego. Rejestr towarów. Głównie podpisy Mordechaja, kilka podpisów ojca, ostatnio poprawki Ligi. Wciąż pas grze jak kura pazurem. Podpisy Mordechaja przypomniane są emocjami. Te starsze śpiewają o pogodnym życiu i zadowoleniu z solidnej pracy. Ale rok temu pieśń się zmieniła. Wypełnił ją żal, nienawiść i gorycz towarzyszące zdradzie z rąk przyjaciela. List rezygnacyjny. W oziębłych słowach Mordechaj rezygnuje z posady, prosi ojca o zaniechanie wszelkich kontaktów oraz unikanie Mirowa, gdzie będzie przebywał. Oschłe słowa skrywają gorącą nienawiść i przekonanie, że winnym zniknięcia Abrahama Horowica Mirowa jest dawnym przyjacielem Stanisław Szus. Abraham Horowic to nie jest czasem ten, którego zastrzeliliśmy za dzieciaka z tym? Za Baurycym? Nie, mierda.
What is this?
The photograph, Victor. A marvelous invention. Father was very fond of them.
I meant what father has on his face. That smile. I'm sure someone he disliked had just died.
Did you want something, or are you here to joke around?
The guy next to father. That's Hayat, right?
Yes, he's just younger, Victor. That's how photographs work, you know. They stop time and place. I can also see here that they were friends. But a year ago, that ended and they stopped working together.
Yes, you mentioned it recently.
It's a shame Papa never said why.
Could Hayat have wanted our father to die? Could he have sent the golem after him?
I think you'll have to ask him. I heard that he bought out one of the 2 rundown laundries here in Mirov, not too far away. You're welcome.
Thank you. When was this picture taken?
Who knows, a quarter century ago? We must not have even been 5. You two look more and more alike.
Don't scare me. I'm taking another look around.
Is that?
Yes. I'll take a quick look around.
Be careful. On my way. I wanted to talk to you about a certain university.
The store looks better than I remembered. More human.
I've sorted through the remaining junk and I'm keeping the monkey brains, prepared corpses, and potency ointments just in the catalog now, so mothers can come here with their kids.
Do you want to be better than father?
People look at a businesswoman strangely, so I intend to prove to them that I'm better than businessmen. I'm doing my best.
What's this mysterious university?
I'm giving a lecture at the Flying University. It's a very informal educational initiative, not to say secret. And an important one, especially for women who can get an education from us, which they are legally prohibited from doing under the partition. I'd like you to come with me.
What's the lecture about?
The economic aspect of the woman's question. I've gathered some interesting data and managed to get some great sources from France and England. Come on! Those 2 brain cells you still have will appreciate a break from booze and trouble. Come with me.
Of course I will go. I will be honored.
No questions or bargaining? Who are you and what have you done to my brother?
If it's important to you, there's no need to persuade me.
The university is meeting in the antiquarian bookshop across the Green Square. Which brings us to the most important thing. Everyone brings something sweet, so I ordered some donuts from Mrs. Jagoda. The best ones. And the best donut is filled with...
With Advocat.
There is a special place in hell for people who eat donuts with Advocat. Get those donuts, will you?
I'll see what I can do.
That's him, the one with the book. You oozing carbuncle. You ain't had enough of Warsaw yet? So you're sticking your nose in on people here?
You know what happens to fellas who sniff around where they ain't supposed to?
Mirov don't kid around with them.
And who am I supposedly bothering?
And you've wasted the chance to keep your mouth shut. We'll cure this posh boy of his nosiness, you can bet.
Prawda, ta ogólna muzyczka jest z grubsza taka sama, natomiast ma taki lekki vibe zmieniony. Cieszę się, że daliśmy komuś mordę. Przelepszy dzień. Kurtka jest kąsana przez ostre przekleństwo, rzucone w tłumionej furii na małżonkę, która śmie krytykować przytarty materiał w kratkę i nierówną. Jej ulubiona kurtka, co z tego, że wygląda w niej jak żebrek. Nie musi być elegancki, wystarczy, że jest.
You're talking nonsense!
By Abraham's beard, did you hear about Praga? I'm at the harbor getting fish, and half the wharf is in splinters. They said there's even bodies.
More bodies than they usually fish out of the Vistula? Practically every day. They were only just writing about Powiśle.
But listen to this. They're saying it's some giant did it all.
You sure?
Maybe I can help. Recently, I've taken an interest in one of those.
Leave us alone. Did you wander in here by mistake? You got some dirty laundry that needs cleaning, Mr. Shulsky.
You were curious how my father died. Beneath the ruins of a building in Śródmieście.
That's awful. How did it happen?
I'm glad you're asking. A remarkable death, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's have a word about your conflict with my father.
There was no such thing. I have warm feelings for the store, and his father as well.
Why did you quit working for my father?
It was a mutual decision.
I know that you and my father parted ways in bad terms. What happened?
We both had difficult personalities, but I still remember him fondly.
You're not telling me everything.
I don't have to explain myself to you, Mr. Shulsky.
I'm leaving now, but I can tell this won't be the last time we meet.
Farewell.
Moneta przesiąkła irytacją nieudanej próby pojednania. Bo ile można tłumaczyć komuś, kto nie chce słuchać? Jak raz ogłoszą cię winnym, to już nikt nie mówi. Ani fakty, ani powtórzyły. Pozostaje tylko wściekłość. Fotografia pokryta jest grubą warstwą żalu i rozczarowania. Mordechaj naprawdę w to wierzył. Przyjaźń, dobre intencje, korzystając Szulski jest dobrym człowiekiem. Czy ta moneta mi odblokowała rozmowę, czy nie?
Is there something else you need?
Chyba nie.
I was interested in this giant you mentioned to the fishmonger.
I can't help you. Rabbis are the ones who deal with golems.
I didn't say anything about a golem.
I'm afraid I can't help you. And now, if you'd like...
Let's talk about...
Mr. Shulsky, I'll say it one more time. Stanisław and I didn't quarrel.
Liar. Your anger still lingers around the photograph of my father. You're going to find it hard to hide anything from me.
I'm not in the habit of speaking ill of the dead, Mr. Shulsky. Especially to their family. Old grudges drove us apart. Not all stains are easy to remove. Especially ones on a person's honor.
And might they give you a reason to seek revenge? A motive?
I can't summon golems, if that's what you're getting at.
But you know there is such a possibility.
Is that all? I need to get back to work.
I'm leaving now, but I can...
Fair.
Wróci do Śródmieścia. Ogłoszenie nowego typu teleskopu Plutonu. Można wrócić za niewielką opłatą. Na Grzybowskie. Super!
What do you want to tell me, friend?
And the teacher said, Victor, is the right here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Laugh all you want, but I really can't see it. I can't help it.
Victor, promise me that the whispers of these salutors of yours won't turn you into a cynic like your father.
I promise, Mother. I'd rather not change at all, much less into Father. You'll see! My Uber will order you to eat your own brain! I'm telling Mom, all you Thaumaturges are crazy.
I've been carrying it with me for half a lifetime. I remember there was someone else here. He wasn't happy. He thought I wasn't ready yet. Miss, maybe he was right.
Ma na sobie ciekawy wzór w rąku. I drogi. Wieczorem znów się spotykamy na brydża, tam gdzie zawsze będę temu zapotrzebował rezolutnego partnera, dlatego mam nadzieję, że nie odmówisz mi zaproszenia. Na wejściu podaj moje nazwisko, a gospodarz wskaże ci miejsce. Ja mogę się nie zawsze spóźnić. Słowo na 5. A co to znaczy? Możemy wznowić śledztwo. Na Powiśle. Tak jest. Najpierw się bujnijmy na Śródmieście. Najpierw gabinet, a potem... O Boże, biały roman.
We have to part again. I don't want to fight you.
A true Tempermancer does not shy away from the challenges of fate. Fight me. For dignity, for honor, and for the title of the king of the Tempermancers.
On ma dla mnie
Face your
taki
destiny.
straszliwy vibe tego rycerza obrońcy Panny Jagódki z Wiedźmina.
Do you pester other Thaumaturges too?
Of course not. The others are insignificant compared to you. I dare you.
All right.
To me, visitors. To me.
Biały Roman. Kurwa. Od typa wytrzasnęli. Super bułka mać. Ale... Przybysz fantastyczny Abel. Przybysz kabalistyczny Jaś. Co to w ogóle jest? Dawaj, skąd go wytrzasnęli? No w sumie. Tak, ja regularnie jestem ostrzeliwany. Tak, on ma magię po prostu... On po prostu ma magię określonego kalibru. Dawaj do tego upyra.
Never. There is no shame in losing to a better man. The way tells me to find you again soon.
You don't have any powers. What way? What are you talking about? Your salutors are two drunkards with a screw loose. Stop calling yourself a Thaumaturge.
But the title... I...
Good day, Mrs. Yagoda.
Have you worked up an appetite for a cookie?
I'd like to collect Ligia Shurska's order.
Of course. Give her my best. And don't hesitate to stop by for a little snack from time to time. Have a nice day. Oi, take the donuts and don't ask awkward questions. Have a nice day.
have to find their meeting place.
No. Czyli jednak żydowski spisek. Ja nie mogę. Z tego nie wiem. Może Martyna będziesz mogła zrobić z tego klipa. Albo Arek, jak jeszcze jesteś, może będziesz mógł zrobić z tego klipa. Ale trzeba powiedzieć, żeby wybrzmiało to wprost. Dziadka i babci nie ma na streamie z Thaumaturga, a w międzyczasie jeździmy na Pragę. Ogarniamy żydowskie spiski. Znajdujemy kabałę. Znajdujemy golemy. Znajdujemy jakieś żydowskie upiory, bukakę i inne takie cuda. A was nie ma. Coś jest. Gazetka. Te wierszyki to tam. Zenon Przesłocki. Jeszcze nie przerwę. Natomiast ciszę tam na przyjaciół ojca. Natomiast zanim pójdziemy do synagogi na Mirów, to chciałbym się udać na Powiśle. I spróbować przekonać komisarza, że czas wznowić śledztwo. Policyjna czapka. Zmięta, ciśnięta w boku, może się dopiąć. Tunąd nie wie, po co symbol swojej pracy tam, gdzie najlepiej teraz pracuje. Sam przeciw wszystkim. Jaki jest sens w tym, żeby się starać? Zawsze przyjdzie ktoś bez ambicji, bez sumienia i wyda bezduszny rozwój. Aby szybciej, aby więcej. Nigdy lepiej. Jeszcze nie jest za późno, żeby przekonać Pilewi. Nie wierzy w winę Kajetana i chciałby działać rodzicowego mordercę. Pole walki wciąż się nie wystarczy tylko wznieść ogień. Weles!
Of all the joints in Powiśle, you walk into this one again.
You won't give up that easy. Deep down, you're not that kind of man. Tilting at windmills has dimmed your investigator's instinct, but you won't give them the satisfaction.
I don't have the strength.
I do. Let's bring this case to a close. Let's find the real fisherman.
You're right. The dubber is innocent. I'm not going to fall in with a heartless system where all that matters is the quarterly performance. Come, I'll show you the body. It's still in the ice room, unless the pallbearer took it. I'll tell you the rest of the story there.
Zwracam honor. Nic nie piszą.
Wiktor Szulski, Thaumaturge.
Antonin Igorevich Pelevin.
Lead the way.
I hope I don't regret it, Thaumaturge.
No dalej, Pelevin. Ty masz tą lodownię. Drewniane siedzisko z widokiem na dom, ostatnia ofiara rybak. Jak zbija się myśl, powinien robić. Ktoś dziwił się, że dom też nie cuchnie tymi jebanymi rybami.
There he is. Tadeusz Pielecha, a Powiśle man. Childless, 46 years old. He was a fisherman. Ну, Thaumaturge. За дело.
Na krupiej skórze odbiło się ciepło żywych palców. Przyspieszony oddech pokrył szrem. Posztargał to ciało w kierunku nocnego szmeru rzeki. Droga była krótka, wysiłek chwilowy, satysfakcja dzika, pogarda bez granic. No dobra.
He has multiple wounds and bruises.
Yeah, he was tortured before he died. But the immediate cause of death was a strong hit to the back of the head. Stunned like a fish. It's a joke.
I presume it's his trademark.
Yes, he always puts pebbles in place of gouged out eyes. Ordinary river pebbles, probably collected at the local wharf.
Echo obsesyjnych myśli otacza kamień z zasniętą krwią. Ktoś wciskając go do pustego oczodołu zastanawiał się, czemu tak długo powstrzymywał, skoro daje to tyle satysfakcji. Ładny ananasek ten rybak.
Any personal items? Something could have been imprinted on them. His emotions, thoughts, anything.
All he had was his wedding ring. But we gave it back to the widow because she was crying that she wanted to have a memento after her husband.
We should ask her to show this wedding ring to us. Where can I find the widow?
She lives in a house on the corner, between the marketplace and Yaja's brothel.
Pielecha wasn't the fisherman's first victim. What about the others?
There was another fisher, a porter, a traveling saleswoman, but this is our best clue.
Were other victims from around here as well?
Some spent all their lives in Powiśle. Others were passing through, and they were just unlucky.
Then it's certain the fisherman lives in the area and knows it well. Which means he probably also keeps his victims somewhere around here.
Rozumiem.
And then just drops them on the bank?
Did he have a family?
We only know
A tu
about
tak
the
bardzo was
wife.
kochamy, że
They
jesteście
didn't
dziadki.
seem to get along.
All right. The autopsy's over. When did Pielecha's wife report he was missing?
She admitted she was worried her husband had been gone for 3 days. She did take her time.
Maybe she was the one who killed him.
Why don't you talk to her? If you need me, I'll be at the moonshine.
Do you have any valuables to sell? Like jewelry?
What jewelry? Look at me. I had Pieleha's ring, but I sold it to a pawn shop. Money don't stink, you know. They didn't want anything else anyway.
And where is this pawn shop?
At Browarna Street.
No tu się ktoś rozmija z koncepcjami. Ona mówi, że na Browarnej, napis mówi, że na Sowie.
I have to go now.
Goodbye.
Yo, goodbye. Ewidentnie. Ewidentnie komuś porąbał. Lewo, prawo, góra, dół. Panie Czesławie, już znieść nie mogę tego, co wyczynia niemal codziennie po południu pod oknami naszej browarnej 5A. I kiedyś był taki spokój. Stukot, wrzaski i walenie w blachę. Czy pan tego nie słyszy? Proszę zrobić z tym porządek. Maria Stępówna. Tak, była zła linijka podana tekstowa. Idziemy tutaj do Lombard. Jest ten pan Maruda. Dzień dobry.
What now?
I'd like to see your jewelry.
Gems? Bangles? Spangles?
Wedding rings. Golden.
Uh-huh. Congratulations.
Preferably from a stiff. I know you've got one here.
What does a magician need a ring like that for?
Why does a pawnbroker need to know things like that?
I do have one, but it's not for sale. It brings me luck.
Can I just take a look at it?
No looking.
I'm not going to play any games with you. Show me the ring.
Well, this is a game I'm not going to play. Zichu, Rysiek, come here. It's time for some fisticuffs.
Dokładnie, Leluś pogadaj z panem. Leluś to jest kumpel. Jeszcze go raz. O, dobry wieczór. Nie, będziemy szli teraz do synagogi. Jesteśmy teraz na Powieślu. Napadamy na Lombard.
I'm begging you, please stop. Give me the wedding ring. All right, already. Here.
Rąbki stukot upiorny tremolo.
What a day. Let's wait until... So, let's kill some time.
Plan jest taki, żeby przesłuchać panie lekkich obyczajów.
A friend of Piotrusi's. You can ask. Just be discreet.
What about Tadeusz Pielecha? Do you know anything about him?
What a miserable chap. No one could ever cheer him up. It must be really hard for his wife now. A friend of a friend saw him in a moonshine often. A local joint.
I know where it is.
Anything else?
Thank you for being willing to talk to me. Goodbye.
Give my best to Piotruś.
Hey, what are you up to?
O Boże.
Bothering the lady? Nothing comes for free.
I know she doesn't have it. So here, I'll pay for the conversation.
Well, all right.
Of course, I'll add something extra for the misunderstanding.
Very good. Well then, have a good night. And you, get back to work.
Ciekawe, czy to wszystko pójdzie z tej książeczki czekowej, którą dała mi siostra. Dzień dobry, witam panie. Co tam słychać?
Will you stop sneaking up on us?
A teraz możemy je zapytać o Tadeusza Pielecha.
Do you know Tadeusz Pielecha?
Poor guy. He was the one the fisherman got this time. You shouldn't say bad things about the dead.
But?
Pielecha came to visit us, our boaty house, the day before he died. He wouldn't pay, so... And Jadzia, the madam, had him thrown out.
Thank you. I will talk to her.
I've had it. Let's get out of here. I'm not going to stay here any longer, getting wet and tempting fate.
Let's go. Jadzia will get over it.
Jociu, Jadziu. Sprawa do obgadania jest. Powiedziałbym, że niecierpiąca zwłoki. Hehe. Czajcie bazę? Bo to jest sprawa ze zwłokami.
Have you looked around? Any special?
Wy tego nie widzicie, ale teraz... Wy tego nie widzicie, ale Martyna ma teraz taką minę, jakby miała sobie ochotę wydubać oczy i przebić uszy po tym, co zrobiłem.
Thank you. Maybe I'll return later.
You're blushing, precious. Well, goodbye
Tam
then.
coś było na pianinie. O, tu jest czerwone oczko. Myśli o utraconych nadziejach w podłym mieście Warszawa, rozstrojona jak instrument, na którym osiadł. Nagle pryskają zupełnie zastąpiony brutalnymi wspomnieniami, kiedy ich właściciel wyczuwa w powietrzu znienawidzony zapach ryb. Czy facet naprawdę zabijał dlatego, że śmierdziało mu rybami?
Have you looked around? Any...
Who usually plays the piano here?
Would that it were only one. We get no shortage of has-been artists here, or them that try to bamboozle the girls into giving them a better price, especially if they're drunk. One of the girls saw it in a pawn shop. It wasn't cheap.
Your employees play too?
I can find you someone that can tickle the ivories. But that's not what I pay them for.
Ty, a może to prostytutka jakaś? W biurze też mam ochotę zabijać za zapach ryb. No okej, dobra,
Tell me
rozumiem.
about this place.
Yes.
Bardzo dobrze, babciu, odwalił, że identyfikujesz się z postaciami w grze, jak w nią gramy, natomiast trochę martwi mnie, że z mordercą.
I've heard Tadeusz Pielecha came here the day before he died.
You're not from around here, precious, are you? What are you snooping around for?
I'm ashamed to say.
Precious, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Tell Auntie what's on your mind.
Nothing excites me more than touching things that have been touched by dead people.
Boże,
We make our customers' dreams come true.
naprawdę wciskamy
But
kito w
this
dziwnym fetyszu.
cost you.
How about this? You let me in the rooms, and I won't tell anyone you killed Pielecha for his debts.
You've got a wild imagination, precious. Can you see me, an older woman, dragging an adult man's body?
It doesn't matter. All that matters is what people believe once the rumor
Tak,
spreads.
ciocia Jadzia to burdel mama.
No one will visit a brothel where customers get killed.
Go on, upstairs with you. Just don't scare my girls.
Or you'll kill me like you killed Pielecha?
All I need to do is have you thrown out, precious.
No i cyk, idziemy. Będziemy macać przedmioty, które macali zmarli. Proszę. Dzień dobry. Ojej, jaki tu tłum. Chyba przerwaliśmy komuś.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
Dwie butelki po tanim, ważonym w okolicy piwie. Urwis przyniósł swoje ulubione piwo, ale ona miała klienta. Pal licho. Tym razem zrobię wyjątek i odprawi trudnie. Woli pić ciepłe, wygazowane piwo, niż spełnia zaścianki warszawskich zwyroli. Wywrócony stalik. Chłopiec ukrył się pod stolikiem z gry, wyczekał aż przyjdzie, kiedy nadeszła, wyskoczył z stołu tak nagle, że z hukiem wabił z dołu czetkę jadzie. Ale mieszkająca tu dziewczyna tylko się śmiała długo i szczerze, radosne wspomnienie. Zdobione pudełko. W pudełku plączy się myśl jak figielek. Piotrek znowu coś dla niej ukradł. Ale czy można się go gniewać? Chłopiec jest jak brat. Niesforny i nieostrożny, ale tylko dzięki temu jeszcze się. Ale ten ślad to ślad rybaka. Ślad Klary. Przymiotów bije beztroska, jeszcze raz sympatia Klary do Piotrka. Prawie się wzruszyłem. Chłopiec nie zdaje sobie sprawy, że jego ciocia jest rybakiem. Muszę ją odszukać. Piotrek może być w niebezpieczeństwie. No proszę.
Anything new?
Have you seen my little sassy Povishla boy?
No. Is he a part of the investigation?
Yes, you could say so. He was supposed to find me. I know the fisherman's identity. It's Clara, one of Antiaja's prostitutes.
What? So what are we waiting for? Let's get her!
I don't know where he is. I'll get back to you.
So what am I supposed to... Fine, I wait.
Tutaj widzę, że jakiś... Czekaj, może już będzie wiedział. Pietrusiu.
Just no browning, please. What can I get you?
A, tu pielecha.
I'll be off now.
To już mnie nie
Good
interesuje
riddance.
z grubsza. A nie, jednak. Jeszcze. Nie dopał. Kopiuj, miesza się z myślami, przykrywaj się wizną. Byle tylko nie popełnić błędu, schować spokój, cierpliwie obserwując ofiarę. W głowie słyszy głos brata, jak zawsze strofując. Jak zwykle tępy pisko, że do niczego się nie nadajesz. Panie kolego, czy pan coś wiesz?
Just no browning, please. What can...
I know Tadeusz Pielecha liked to come here.
Wouldn't you rather have a drink? I don't feel like talking about Tadek.
Wszędzie dokręcić sami swoi. Formalnie wyczuwam głęboki smutek po stracie jednego z towarzyszy, mógłbym to wykorzystać, skłonić go do zwierzenia na temat ostatniej ofiary ryba. Co tam?
You miss him, so do the
Well,
others. You've known him for ages, and now the mere mention of his name tears a hole in your heart. Help me, and I will do him justice.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. If he went back to his wife that night rather than here, I guess he'd be still alive.
That means he spent his last night here?
Yeah, when he left, that was the last we ever saw him. It was pissing down that night too. And a few days later, he was lying sprawled out on the river bank like a dead fish.
I suppose we don't have many customers on rainy nights like that. Can you remember who else was here?
Just regulars. Same as today, some hookers come by at times. Today we've got one copper and one intrusive posh boy, which is unusual. I mean you.
Did Pielecha leave alone?
Jenek, the steel worker, left with him, but he came back shortly after and passed out in the corner. Then a hooker went out.
Sam
Probably to
zaliczył
work.
skąd kończy.
Do you remember which one?
Clara. She's the caring one. She chums around with that little shit Justa.
I'll be off now.
Good riddance.
Tadeusz Pielecha zginął po opuszczeniu swojego ulubionego baru. Jego konie na niebie mogą wiązać się z ostatnim przed śmiercią. Konne powody dorożki jeżdżące po górującym nad dzielnicą mostem. Zatem katownia rybaka może mieścić się pod jego masywnymi łukami w jednym z tamtejszych barak. No dobra. Ja mogę piele wina ze sobą zabrać?
Have you found out?
I know the
What?
I don't know.
Jeszcze nie mogę.
So,
Dobra, gdzie? Wypalone papierosy wyrzucone do puszki pod jednym z nawyków. Jeszcze tylko sprawi Pielechę, skoro to już ma na stole, wyrzuci go na brzeg i może wracać do siebie. Morderczyni nosi sobie traumę z przeszłości. Ból i gniew pchnęły ją do mszczenia się na mężczyznach do krzywdy doznanej z ręki brata, który kuchnął rybami. Zwolniły moralne zahamowania, a rozczarowanie Warszawą własnym życiem dało zbiktowaną wymówkę do zabijania. O Boże.
Auntie Clara, what did you do to the boy?
Piotrus's older friend. I expected this to be only a matter of time. I warned you he would get hurt.
Move away from him. None of this is his fault.
True. He was bright. He connected the dots quickly and found this place.
And this is why you want to kill him now?
I don't want to, but I must. Because of you, you're to blame for the boy wanting to play detective. And now his blood will be on your hands.
Piotrek is a bright lad, and he's got his entire life ahead of him. He trusted you.
Yes. He was the only one who never looked down on me. It's all your fault. Everything would have worked out if it wasn't for this pesky kid.
Why are you even doing this?
Why wouldn't I be doing this? Why wouldn't I slaughter those stinking sods? My only regret is that I didn't start sooner.
You won't hurt him the same way you were hurt because you don't hate him. I have seen and felt how carefree you become in his presence, as if he gave you back moments of childhood that you never had.
I'm sorry, Piotruś.
Now, we'll leave together.
No, magician. Piotruś has all the time in the universe. I don't.
Stop!
What the fuck is this place?
Tak, tylko chyba model nie upadł, w sensie
She's
zwłoki.
the murderer? Clara? Is she...
Unfortunately.
Fucking hell. I knew I would regret it. Don't tell me the kid is dead too. Well?
He's alive.
Then wake him up and let's get out of here. It really stinks of fish.
Everything okay? You alright?
Alright. Yeah. I'm alright.
You're lucky the kid's in one piece. How could you be so irresponsible and act alone?
There was no time to think. I had to act fast.
And I think you followed your pride, Mr. Great Thaumaturge.
Would you ever think she's the murderess?
No. This is where my intuition failed. I also didn't anticipate that she'd take her life like this.
What will happen to Cayetana now?
The perpetrator is deceased, so now I have to tie all the murders to her corpse. It'll take a while without a testimony. Seeing as you've bungled everything here, I'm tempted to hold your painter until he croaks.
Just tell me.
Tak, dokładnie Scooby-Doo referencje.
I'll call you.
I'm sorry.
Wszystko by się udało, gdyby nie te przeklęte dzieciaki.
Apologizing won't change the fact that the murderess is dead.
I'll be waiting for your call regarding Cayetana's case, Commissioner.
Sure.
Goodbye.
Take care, partner. We did good.
Let's go. I'll show you the police station.
No dobra, to mamy wyjaśnione. Zaczekaj na telefon Lewina. No. No to teraz rozwiązujemy żydowski międzynarodowy spisek. Tak, patrzymy jak Żydzi pociągają za sznurki z ukrycia. Dokładnie to jest to, naprawdę. Mirów, moi drodzy. Synagoga nożyków na Mirowie. Czemu mi pokazujesz przeciwną stronę, tam jest szczałka? Co ty no robisz, komputerze? Czemu tam to była strzałka? To nie. Synagożka. No. Dzień dobry, rabbi.
Hello.
You said a month, 2 at most. I believed you. Then came the very first rain, and it was pouring in again. You fixed it, then the next rain. Soaked. I can't sleep because I have to keep emptying buckets. It's leaking just as badly as it was before. But the eyes of God are in every place, and they're watching.
Rabbi, when I said 2 months, you said there was one hole in the ceiling, but the whole building is in shambles here.
I can do it.
Quiet. You can seal up your daddy's barn with straw. The roof is gonna get holes because the foundations are crumbling.
So, let's go down to the basement.
Oh no, definitely not there.
Am I speaking to Rabbi Sofer?
You see, all I gotta do is mention these cellars and his name comes up.
Would Hashem let a synagogue be haunted?
Hey now, quiet.
You're too late, I'm afraid. My name is Feldman. Rabbi Sofer departed this world almost a year ago. Forgive me, I have worldly matters to attend to.
Do czesności, do wyjaśnienia. Jak to ładnie ujęte.
I can't leave without an answer.
The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
No, ciekawe. Widać, dach przeczeka więcej niż jednym miejscu. Dom Boże nie może wyglądać jak ruina. To nie przystoi i trzeba coś z tym zrobić, póki jest na to czas. No. To prawda. Szyjnia biegnie od ziemi do samego dachu synagogi, z którego mirowo kapie woda. W pęknięciu ściany kryje się strach przed słuszną karą boską, wymierzoną tym, którzy prawdziwie na nią zasługują. Wszak gdyby Bóg chciał inaczej, byłoby inaczej. Ktoś musiał nagrzeszyć, dlatego synagoga wygląda jak wygląda. Gdyby to było złe, to Bóg by inaczej stworzył świat, dokładnie. Drabina została postawiona energicznie z głębokim przekonaniem, że praca przy odbudowie domu Bożego to i zaszczyt, i dobry uczynek, który nie umknie oku Najwyższego oraz jego zastępów niebieskich. Taka praca to skarb. Robotnicy są bogobojni, ale w swojej wierze doszli do odmiennych wniosków. Młodszy chce jak najszybciej odnowić świątynię na boską chwałę. Starszy boi się, że naprawa tego, co Bóg wolno zniszczył, jest grzechem. Powinienem zadbać, żeby zwyciężyła ta interpretacja, która jest mi na rękę. Dobry upierze.
Back up. God helps those who help themselves.
But maybe you're right, Rabbi. Maybe Hashem is afflicting us, setting a test for us.
W jakich latach to się dzieje? 1905 rok. 1905. Wrzesień albo październik.
So I'll go on my own and show that Hashem protects me against curses in Hashem's domain.
On your own. You can seal up your daddy's barn, right? Fine, let's go.
You've gotten the better of me again, Hashem. Your tests still surprise me. But if this is your will, I think Hashem has sent you to me. Who are you?
I'm the son of Stanisław Szulski, and I really need help.
Let's go into my office. Let's show Hashem we accept the challenge.
Że poprzedni rabin chciał zamordować ojca i przyzwał w tym celu golema. Nie, babuszka, zgodnie z informacjami, które podaje Wiki, budowa zakończona w 1902, czyli 3 lata przed grą. Muzyczka. No niszczy im się tak szybko, bo Babcia to samo. A, to co oni tam remontują? No bo Bóg ich pokarał, że tamten zesłał golema czarną magią. I dlatego Bóg ich na próbę wystawia. No nie słyszeliście młodego? Młody dobrze gada. Homilię o Szymonie Magu. Gdy raz uczniowie Szymona stworzyli bez jego nadzoru golema, ten słuchać ich nie chciał i chadzał i robił coś. I chcieli go zniszczyć sposobami znanymi, ten nie reagował i nadal przysparzał im zgryzą. W końcu we wstydzie zwrócili się do mistrza, a ten rzekł do nich: to co stworzone zniszczyć może jeno w miejscu narodzin. Zbawili zatem golema uczniowie w miejsce stworzenia i ten rozpadł się w pył. Oho! Ja będziemy naszego golema zbawiać. Dobra, rabbi.
Please, tell me what problem brought you here.
Rabbi Sofer put a curse on my father. Unfortunately, it started affecting his children as well.
A curse is a serious accusation, you know. I find it hard to believe Sofer would do such a thing.
Maybe, Rabbi, you could tell me something about golems.
Son of Stanisław, golems are a matter of Kabbalah, and you are not allowed to study them. It's a trap for a soul. There are tales of golems being summoned for revenge, or in good faith, for protection. But they all end rather badly. And you claim that Sofer supposedly sent a golem?
Nie wiem, babcia, nie znam się. Jestem porządnym polskim taumaturgiem, a nie żydowskim.
May I take a look at them?
Yes, here you are. All his books are here. I don't think I threw anything out. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'll be off now.
I'll pray for you.
Co za dzicz. Dobra, szukamy, co tu ciekawego mamy jeszcze. Poprzedniego rabinka. Porcelanowa filiżanka. A, Mordechaj. Obok pleśni kulą się słowa prośby, wypowiedziane filiżanką herbaty. Prośby o rzucenie klątwy golema, o sprawiedliwość za grzechy wyrządzone Mordechajowi i jego wspólnocie. Ludzki bowiem poznać gniew synów Abrahama, musi ponieść karę. No naprawdę, no jak Boga kocham, no tutaj jest quest o tym, że Żydzi pociągają za sznurki. Mordechaj Hayat był przyjacielem, współpracownikiem ojca do czasu, aż Stanisław Szulski zrobił coś, co wywołało w nim nienawiść. Cokolwiek to było popchnęło Mordechaja do ostateczności, poprosił rabina Sofera o rzucenie klątwy golema. Niestety po śmierci ojca klątwa przeszła na mnie. Dzięki, tato. Wczoraj, gdy szedłem w stronę ulicy Grzybowskiej, uderzyło mnie intensywnie, acz nieznane odczucie, jakie towarzyszy mi zwykle tam, gdzie grasuje salutor. Uderzyło mnie z całą mocą, gdy miałem targowisko. Nie rozpoznaję jednak tego rodzaju energii, egzotycznej, dzikiej. Ten przybysz nie jest stąd.
What do we have here?
O. Targowisko. Czy my spotkaliśmy salutora na targowisku jakiegoś? Nie. Lelka spotkaliśmy w barze. Welesa na przyjęciu w hotelu. I Bukawacza ze wsi mamy. Ciekawe. Recepta na nalewkę wzmacniającą serce. Pismo lekarza nie należy do schludnych, ale promieniuje głęboką troską kompana. Litery wyciągają się z czułością, chcąc ulżyć w cierpieniu przyjacielowi, osobie szczególnej, z którą dzieli się wspólne ideały, wspólną misję, mającą zmienić oblicze świata. Żydowski spisek. Drogie pióro wieczne z podgryzioną końcówką. Słowa wyszły z gardła, ale zatrzymały się na pogryzionej końcówce pióra i odmówiły dalszego marszu. Rabin chciał wyznać wszystko, powiedzieć o powodach, które kierowały Stanisławem. Nie zrobił tego w imię większego dobra. A czyli rabin może wiedział, że ojciec krył nas.
Mordechai Hayat. Do you know that name, Rabbi?
He owns one of the laundries here in Miruf, but I admit he doesn't really come to see me. Maybe there are other things I could be of more help with.
I found a prescription belonging to the old rabbi. Was something troubling him?
He had heart problems. The local pharmacist would even bring him some kind of special medicine.
What was that pharmacist called?
Abraham Horowitz. but now his pharmacy is
Mm.
sitting empty.
Let me guess. He's dead?
Unfortunately. Some say that the socialists were involved. Others claim it was the Ochrana's doing. Let's keep talking, if you need to.
I'll be off now.
I'll pray for you.
Jeśli się nie mylę, to Chorowic fabularny salutor, nie, wnioski osoby. To Chorowic to jest chyba ten gentleman. A nie będziemy mieli Chorowica, bo go nie, tylko osoby, które spotkaliśmy. Ale wiem, gdzie może być informacja o nim. Romanow, Hayat, Konieczkin. Tak. Ślepy. Nie. No właśnie, a Maurycy trzecim bliźniakiem nierozłącznym. Ojciec za Maurycego popadł w długi nieprzyjemnych ludzi, oboje postanowili temu zaradzić. Wszystko poszło źle, lichwiarz zginął, mój ojciec rozwiązał to w najgorszy sposób, odsyłając mnie z domu. Nie wiem, czy ten Chorowic to nie jest właśnie ten, jak mi się wydaje, że Chorowic to był właśnie ten lichwiarz, którego myśmy zabili przez to, że wypaliliśmy tego pistoletu, z którego mieliśmy nie wypalać, tylko mu grozić. I z kolei w takiej sytuacji, czy czasem tak, dokładnie tak. I właśnie i dlatego nie powiedział, bo wiedział, że byłoby to że rozbiłoby to jedność wspólnoty. A z kolei Mordechaj nie wiedział, że nasz ojciec krył sprawę i myślał, że po prostu go zamordował. I dlatego przestał z nim pracować i się od niego odsunął. Apteka Abrahama Chorowica w takim razie. Chyba, że się mylę. Może się mylę. Może się dowiedział. O! Zniszczone drewno parapetu przypomniał strach przed zemstą ludzi, którzy pomagał, których zawód, które przyjdą nie po leki, a po to, żeby skręcić mu kark. To i tak lepszy od losu, który zgotuje mu ten Thaumaturge, to Szulskiego należy się bać. Apteka była domu Kursas przestała. Klienci skierowali kroki w inną stronę i nie byłoby to takie złe, gdyby nie ich szeptem przypominający to miejsce złej aurze, które zawsze zniszczyło to, co niegdyś dobre. Puste opakowanie po pomadzie. Pudełko jest gęsto oklejone słowami rzeczowej kalkulacji, skupienia na celu. Jeżeli polecenie ma być wypełnione, wybuch musi być widowiskowy. Musi sprawić, że tarat zadrży w posadach, a do tego będzie potrzeba dużo więcej pomady. Jak ją zdobyć, kiedy psy tara śledzą każdy krok? Pierwsza rzecz, jaką przeczytaliśmy w gazecie, to, że socjaliści ukradli pomadę i materiały wybuchowe. Mordechaj obwiniał ojca o zniknięcie Abrahama Chorowica, ale nie znał całej prawdy. Chorowic był zamieszany w niebezpieczną grę pomiędzy socjalistami i ochroną, która prędzej czy później naraziłaby się na niebezpieczeństwo wielu ludzi. Stanisław Szulski pozbył się aptekarza z zimną krwią, ale zrobił to w imię większego dobra. Czyli jednak. Połączyłem dwa wątki niesłusznie. Czyli jednak ojciec zabił. Zabił, ale w wyniku działania, w sensie ze względu na działanie podziemia niepodległościowego. No to się robi gęsto. To jest ta pralnia. Panie Mordechaj, w ogóle jak on ma na imię Mordechaj, ja odruchowo mówię, a nie Lewicz, zaraz potem mam myślę.
Mr. Shulsky again. Have a new theory?
Tak, mam nową teorię, panie Mordechaju.
You didn't need the power to send the golem after my father. Old Sofer did it at your request.
And do you know what for?
All this is because Abraham Horowitz, isn't it? He lost his life, and the whole community felt it. Seems like you did most of all. I just don't get why Horowitz was so important to you.
Community. Something you Shulskis don't know a thing about. Here, we take care of everyone equally. No one is more or less important than anyone else. Your father's punishment was fitting for his actions and his background. The wrath of the Jewish people. A death for a death.
Was it worth it? A golem is a blunt instrument that kills and harms everyone in reach.
What are you talking about?
You wanted to teach my father a lesson, and you did. It's too bad innocent people died in the process. The building that collapsed on Stanisław, it was inhabited by people. Now all that's left of them are some damaged items. That's what happens every time the golem physically manifests. Random people lose their lives due to its untamed power.
No, it can't be. It wasn't supposed to be that way.
My father and Sofer knew one another for years. Father knew the rabbi could be forced to create a golem if Horowitz was killed. They both took that risk. Sofer couldn't reveal that he knew Stanisław. He also knew that Horowitz had to disappear because he was a threat to too many people.
To whom?
That doesn't matter. You don't
Tak.
have anything to do with this, Mordechai. Just like I
Ojciec
had
wiedział,
nothing
że
to do
zginie,
with my
że
father's
zostanie
actions.
zamordowany przez golema, a
I'm
Sofer wiedział, że
connected
jak
only by
pozbędą
my
się
blood.
Horowica, to będzie musiał
What do you want?
zamordować tego.
To get
Stanisława.
rid of the golem. Tell me something, anything that will get me closer to a solution.
Instead of telling you, I'll show you.
Where? Into an alley where some friend of yours will smack me around?
To the synagogue. Are you coming?
I'll join you. I hope it's worth my while.
I'll call Feldman and wait in the basement. He should see this too.
Ten jak się teleportował od razu, chłopaczycho. Szybki jest. Będę? No dobra. To nie tu. A, bo tu jest przejście. Jakiż tu bałagan. Powiedzmy szczerze, podtrzymuje sklepienie, a wygląda jakby sama miała zamiarność. Mało zachęcające. Kolumna drży strachem człowieka, który obserwował rytuał przywołania. Golem, salutor ucieleśniony, rodził się w niezwykłym, ale też przerażającym spektaklu, któremu bliżej było do koszmaru niż do pięknego snu. Nad materiałem zawisły słowa głębokiego skupienia. Każdy błąd, najmniejsze uchybienie w złożonej inkantacji może doprowadzić nie tylko do niepowodzenia, ale również śmierci kabalisty. Więc spokojnie, powoli i precyzyjnie. Stawka jest wysoka. Do mokrej wtedy gliny przyczepiły się fragmenty rozterki. Z jednej strony powołanie golema jest czymś ekstremalnym, lekkomyślnym. Z drugiej ta menda Szulski sobie zasłużył. Żadna kara za jego zbrodnię nie jest ani zbyt wielka, ani zbyt krótka. Jak jeszcze mamy ciekawego? Więc to tędy wyszedł golem. Ta dziura tłumaczy problemy Feldmana z dachem. No to już wiecie, co remontują. Kamienie pękają, kruszą się i osuwają. Ściana rozsypuje się w pył w obliczu brutalnej, nieludzkiej siły, która niesie w sobie jedynie nienawiść i zniszczy. A, zresztą. Dobrze.
So.
No wonder the roof is leaking if the foundation is crumbling. A lovely metaphor, Hashem. But what happened here had nothing to do with Hashem. Did it?
Mr. Shulsky wished to know the origin of his curse. This is where it took its shape. If I'd... Now I see it differently, but back then, when I was talking to Sofer, revenge and justice seemed one and the same.
Revenge is no justice. It is always dictated by anger, and in anger, erring comes easily. But Sofer agreed to it.
He summoned the golem. What else do you want to know?
What do you remember from the moment you summoned the golem?
Nothing. I don't want to go back to that.
Your memory takes shape and forms into words. Talk to me, Mordechai.
I feel cold. Cold from the clay seeps into my fingers, into my bones. But the colossus I've been sculpting for hours is nearly ready. Sofer whispers the spell in Hebrew, but his words throb in my temples and soul. The colossus comes to life and looks at me.
What did Sofer say then?
I don't know.
Speak.
I couldn't hear, I swear. I couldn't hear. Truly. Enough. I beg you. Enough. Your family and your blood deserved this curse. Enough.
Hayat. How could Sofer have done something like this? And you, sir, how are you not ashamed?
Hayat isn't the one this clay colossus is following. An eye for an eye, Rabbi.
Isn't that just the sort of thinking that got us into this situation we're in now? Perhaps we can learn from our mistakes.
This place won't tell me any more.
And what have you learned?
These are the remains of some fabric that Sofer wrote something on, in Hebrew, I think. This might be some prayer, incantation, even a spell. There's not enough left to read anything. The clay formed a shell that Sofer infused with the saluter. Hayat brought it and spent hours shaping the body of the golem.
Hours? That must have been horribly exhausting.
What's a few hours in exchange for a curse that lasts generations? The hole you can't miss over there is the new door the golem smashed when it was summoned to life.
And no one saw anything. How is that possible?
That's all, but I'm not any closer to a solution. I need someone like Sofer.
A Thaumaturge and a Kabbalist?
Do you know one, Rabbi?
Well, there is someone. Normally, I'd advise against contacting him, But after considering these extraordinary circumstances, and with trust in your choice of a path to lead me down, I'm compelled to reveal that it's Ariel Rofe.
Of course.
Do you know one another?
O!
Well,
No
I
tak.
know him well enough to suspect that he might not want to help me, but I'll look for him.
Ariela Rofego poznaliśmy już wcześniej.
I think I know.
Plan był dobry, ale tak się składa, że skręciliśmy mu interes, zabiliśmy przyjaciela i prawie ukatrupił go
This
golem.
place just makes the blood boil. Shall we?
Let's get out of here.
Tak, trochę na pewno się ucieszy. Tymczasem co my mamy tutaj? No tutaj nie mamy nic. Golem prawdopodobnie będzie tu do odblokowania. Tu jest do odblokowania, jak Kajtek wyjdzie z więzienia. Na targowisku jest jeden z tych dwóch salutorów, trzeba będzie go znaleźć. Trzeba będzie też, ale to sobie zrobię sam na spokojnie. Przeczytać, co mi dają te wszystkie skille nowe, które mam. I poustawiać je. A wygląda to na nic. O, dybuk. Właśnie, był jeszcze dybuk żydowski. Zapewne go zobaczymy, bo to jest salutor Ariela. No i tak wyglądał golem, który też próbował nam nastukać. Serce. Balberic to jest od ojca, Łukawacz, golem, dybuk. Morana jest do zdobycia dla nas. Szura, ale możliwe, że będzie do zdobycia gdzieś. No dobrze. Finito na dziś. Na tym będziemy tą przygodę kończyć. Było dobrze. 3 godziny. Kawał drogi, kawał ciężkiej pracy. Będziemy sobie dłubać to dalej. Może na zmianę ze Spidermankiem, nie wiem. Jutro mam zajęcia, więc jutro prawdopodobnie nie będę wieczorem się, chociaż może. Zobaczymy. No nic, dziękuję dziadki, że byliście, dziękuję Jareczku, że byłeś, dziękuję Martyno, że byłaś. Trzymajcie się tam, papatki.